Hi all, welcome back to this computer system. It's the ArcoLinux B Plasma where I'm working on. This is the virtual box that we ended with. That's ArcoLinux Spectrwm. And figuring out configurations of tiling window managers can be very time consuming, but also very educational, I know. But sometimes you just want to get a configuration. So we told you, go and have a look on GitHub, GitLab, Gitbucket, see what other people put there as a config of a particular tiling window manager you would like to try out. But there is always the possibility for all ArcoLinux users to get the ArcoLinux Spices, as we call it. So that's what we call it, the ArcoLinux Spices application. So our packages. So this is an image, so we can't click on that thing. Oops, did something here. Is it the sign? No. So we need to download it, and downloading it, well, it's a very small window now these days because of the left thing, right? So we get a different menu, download apps, and then we download this thing. Save file, sure, okay. It's downloaded, it's here. I did install tunar in the meantime. I don't think I did a sudo pacman -s tunar in the other video. Open terminal, wants to know which terminal. I don't think I have termite already, so I'm gonna take X terminal. And then you just say sudo pacman -u, right? You want to install this thing, you want to have the ArcoLinux Spices tool. It's installed. Now let's kill some things. So I don't know if this is gonna work. So I'm pressing super A, super Q. So we are on a Spectrwm that's coming straight from ArcoLinux and nothing from us. So I have to look for their keyboard shortcuts. And it seems to be a super W in my case that closes everything, you see? Now I'm gonna go for a super shift enter and ArcoLinux Spices. Okay. Now we need to add and trust ArcoLinux keys. Take a while. Okay, let's take a while. We can follow what's going up at there. Now we don't have a Polkit agent, so he says, hey, there's an error, there's nothing, this incident has been reported. So funny, right? So sudo pacman -s Polkit. Is that installed? Let's have a look. Reinstalling. So no. Is the Polkit, and then you press a minus and then tap. There is Polkit GNOME, Polkit KDE agent. I think we mostly take GNOME on our systems. We got to have something there. So back up to ArcoLinux Spices. Add and trust. Again, this incident has been reported. So let's do a sudo reboot, Control C. That's super X is closing it as well, it seems. Okay, sudo reboot and let the Polkit take effect. Go, my friend. So we're on an ArcoLinux system, doesn't matter which ArcoLinux system. We see we're missing lots of stuff, bash/c, the aliases and all that. And we can launch the ArcoLinux Spices here. Download it, launch it, there you are, and see if it's working. Let's see. This incident has still been reported, so I wonder what I should do. No session for cookie. Policy kit error failed. Polkit agent helper. Okay. So, yeah. All right. I don't think I can activate something. Well, first off, set keyboard PE. Secondly, we activate normally these things via user lib. Yeah, and then Polkit something, Polkit GNOME, and then that one. As sudo, Eric. I think as sudo. I'm not sure. And certainly in the background. So I don't want to get stuck here, right? I don't know if it needs sudo, so I'm gonna try without sudo. All right. Now this ArcoLinux Spices. Let's see if we get now, yeah, the response we need, right? This is what we need. Now we see all kind of fetched errors and all things locally signed. That's my issue. Might be also your issue. Hence, the second option. Fix key server connection for step 1, right? Fix key server. Key server failed. Remote, key server failed. Fix key server. All right, let's try it out. I don't think we have to wait for anything here. And then we add and trust ArcoLinux keys. Takes a while. Okay, we have patience, but we should be here to type the password, right? Now it should take a while. So we see all the keys coming in, and these days it's a lot of keys, right? 6 people, 6 core developers, all able to sign packages, push things, and make ISOs and sign them as well, etc. So at this point in time, the system knows who we are. Let's just have an educational video here. Sudo pacman key, and then list the keys. You'll see our names in there, right? All the names are in here, and it starts here. Eric is here, Marco is here, John is here, Steven is here, Brad is here, and then it's Raniel. Okay, so ArcoLinux says these guys can be trusted, basically. Any package from these guys is okay. Now, we don't have the packages yet, so let's go back one step. If we do sudo pacman -syu, we get file system, Firefox, and OpenSSL and Perl that's updated, but look at the lines here, core, extra, community. That's it. 3 repos. Going up, add ArcoLinux repos. Authenticate. And here it says, here you have to wait for this specific text here underneath with hashtags. If it has a line with hashtags, that's the end. ArcoLinux repos have been added. Okay, cool. What does that mean? It means if we close, if we do here Control-C, that's better, and we update again, look at that. We have ArcoLinux repo is up to date. ArcoLinux repo third party is up to date. Arco repo extra large is up to date, and so on, right? Now the first thing I need is a proper config. So sudo pacman, let's have a look what we have as choices, right? ArcoLinux, press tab, keep pressing tab. Yes, all our packages are available on any ArcoLinux system. ASWM I see here, right? We're on Spectrwm, so it's gonna be Spectrwm for you. Don't see it. Where are you, guy? Here you are. So the dconf is here, configuration is there. The main thing is the file for the desktop. So I'm gonna get Spectrwm git, which gives us already lots of stuff. ArcoLinux better log screen is there, the logout is there, better log screen, i3 log. So lots of package dependencies that we've told him, go get those. It's not going to be 100%. Let's do a scal, but scal, let's type it, right? What is scal? ArcoLinux says, never heard about it. It's not an alias at all. No alias. So you may be saying to yourself, hey, I would like to have my bash RC with it, right? Get the latest ArcoLinux bash RC and replace the current one. What is the current one? Is it worth preserving? No, it is not worth preserving, right? There's nothing in there. So, all right, let's get ArcoLinux Spices, get the latest ArcoLinux bash RC, replace it. We have now the latest bash RC. In the bash RC are sometimes applications like Reflector to get the best mirrors in. Okay, boom, let's get that in as well. And although this is just a virtual machine, the etc makepackage.conf, how to make things, build things, you can use all your cores for it or not. right? So improve etc make package.conf is there for that reason. So we have some things in the meantime. Due to the click here, we installed some stuff. And if you want to improve this one as well, let's do a Control-C, nano etc make package.conf. Well, we should make a copy if you want to really analyze what changes, what is going to be changed by Spices. You probably better make a sudo, of course, and then a copy etc make package.conf and call the other one etc make package.conf .original, for instance. So if you do try out the ArcoLinux Spices, you have some reference to what it used to be. And later, if everything is working, you can do a melt and you can have a look what's changed, because lots of code, right? So everything is set. Control-C. We could source, and we could say source me. So load up, source me the new bash rc that we have. We have to tell him where it is. She should understand. Bash. Yeah, he does understand it. And there you have it. The new bash rc is loaded. Aliases are all there. Scale is no longer a mystery, right? Scale is done. Now, in order to make everything work, we use a polybar. So that's going to be an issue. So better install ArcoLinux polybar. That's one thing. Better install, that's the configuration for the polybar. Better install the polybar itself. That's not from us. That's just like Firefox, polybar. Install the application. The D menu was already there. Don't need to do that, but I'm going to check anyway. -S, right? I would like to have access to my application. So it says reinstalling. So whatever, we're not going to install, and a nice sudo reboot to top it off. And that's how you think it through. What packages, what Lego blocks, what pieces of the puzzle am I missing for any of the desktops to make it work? Could not find termite, he says. Okay, cool, no problem. I do love termite. Right mouse click, open terminal, sudo pacman. Ooh, there we go again. Set me azerty, sudo pacman -s termite. Are you happy now? We see we're not gonna get any command not found. So bash rc, what happened? Let's see. We have, let's do a cat of etc and then scal and then dot, right? Dot bash rc. Ah, the loser. He wrote it, he changed it again. So sudo pacman -s, you will not do that twice to me. ArcoLinux and then root. In our ArcoLinux root, our bash rc is in, right? Scal, dangerous thing, because it's the wrong bash rc in there. The loser. Now this is ours. If I do scal now, which he doesn't know, I have to copy paste it over again. And the easy way, the easiest way is just to copy paste, right? So copy paste, etc, scal, bash rc. Oh my god, bash rc 2. Myself, where am I? There, bum. And then source it. That's not a file, bash rc. There we go again. Alias. Ooh, alias. So we're back And with the ArcoLinux root, the BIOS will never be overwritten again, because this is it. This is the BIOS. Don't touch it anymore. All right. Still, we need to figure out this one. It says up here 111, which means it's the Spectrwm bar, and we are putting polybar on top of that. So a skel is needed anyway, and with it, all the changes, all the files. So if we do a list inside etc skel, we don't see anything. If we do it inside .config, we might see something, right? So the only thing we've installed is just the Spectrwm settings and the polybar, and that's just enough. So there's no sound. You see here some things flashing by. So he wants to make a connection to the sound behind there, and it's not there, the pulse audio volume, right? So it's still a lot of work to do, and that's what we do in ArcoLinux. We figured everything out, that all the pieces of the puzzle fit together, and when you boot up, it's just a working system. It's a nice system with everything available, right? But yes, basically, we are free of errors. It is a Spectrwm, and you still have a lot of work to figure out how it's all working. So if we do Control H here, better should have done this here rather than stay in the terminal, but I'm so used to the terminal. So the .config is here, right? Spectre, oh, there's more. NeoFetch, Polybar, Spectre, Tunar, XFC. There is more. Downloads. But why is there more in less in etc skel? Because there are less packages in etc skel. Like right mouse click. Where is the compare? Where are the custom actions? Where are the ArcoLinux custom actions? They are not there, right? It's not there because you did not install the package sudo pacman -s ArcoLinux. And it's always like that. It's always figuring out, hey, what's inside what package? Where do you see it? Again, in Tunar. Where? In etc skel. What did I now install? You did install this guy. And when you do a skel, it's gonna be over in your system. And when you log out, right? Super X, log out, that's working for you. You'll get back to the logout, to the display manager. When you log back in, everything looks nice, but the wallpaper is not set, etc, etc. But we do have something here, configure custom actions. Look at that, they're all there. But ugly, but they're all there. Why? Because we don't have icons yet. So it's another way of learning. It's not as easy as it sounds. You need to figure out still how everything fits together, and with it you analyze. You're starting to have an analysis of the environment that ArcoLinux is. All right, I'm out. Have fun figuring out all the pieces of the puzzle. Cheers.